Alright guys, we got UFC 310, the official announcement, and the main event is Belal, remember the name Mohammed, and he's going against Shavkat Rakhmonov. And guys, this is a banger of a card because not only that, we have Alexander Pantoja versus Kai Asakura. Never heard of this dude, but we did a little bit of research on him, and we're going to talk about him when the time comes. We have Cyril Gane versus Alexander Volkov, Vicente Luque versus Nick Diaz, Evloev versus Aljamain Sterling. And guys, this is going to be a very interesting card. Before we go ahead and talk about it, I would like to talk about an honorable mention in this girl right here. This Jan Doroba girl. She's going to be a champion in that women's strawweight division. Look out for her. But let's go ahead and talk about the main event and why I think Belal Muhammad is going to go ahead and retain his champion. We have the 24-3 champ going against the 18-0 prospect in Shavkat Rakhmonov. The public is saying 75% of them is saying Belal should win this by decision. 21% is saying he should win this by KO and TKO. 44% on Shavkat's side of town is saying he's going to win this by KO and TKO. 56% on his side of town saying he's going to win this by submission. 0% is saying he's going to win this by decision. So this wonders, going into the championship rounds, is he going to have that gas tank leading into those championship rounds? So this led to another thought. I looked at Shavkat Rakhmonov's, by the way, like the video, subscribe, guys. You know the deal. 10 likes is all I'm asking for. But I look at Shavkat Rakhmonov's betting odds history, and let's take a little look at it. Minus 111 going in his first fight going against Alex Oliveira. Then he was a minus 250 favorite. Then he was a minus 227 favorite. Then right after that, he bumped all the way up to a minus 435 favorite going against Neil Magny, to his credit. Then he was a minus 455 favorite going against Jeff Neal, and Jeff Neal gave him a tough night out in that fight. Then, last but not least, he was a minus 588 favorite going against Wonderboy Thompson. And to his credit, he's finished all of those fights by submission or TKO. So we're going to go ahead and give him that credit. But he has not gotten into those championship rounds. First fight, won it by in the first round. Second fight, he won it in the second round. Third fight, he won it in the first round. Fourth fight, won it in the second round. Fifth fight, won it in the third round. Last fight against Wonderboy, won it in the second round. So this dude isn't going into championship rounds against his opponent. And if we go ahead and look at Belal Muhammad's side of town, and we look at what he has going on. You guys didn't tell me about this website. I'm giving you MMA math right in front of your faces, guys. Like the video, subscribe, damn it. But we go ahead and look at Belal Muhammad's side of town. One thing we can see that's different from Shavkat's side of town is that he has a fight history. He has a long history. He has a long resume. And guys, all you can see in this resume is green, 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 green. This has been green bean all over the place in his resumes. And guys, let's look at the times that he's won fights as an underdog in his resume. Boom. One plus 120 favorite going against Randy Brown. Another one right here. Boom. Plus 185 favorite going against Tim Means. We go ahead all the way down. We look at another one. Boom. Plus 200 underdog, going against Wonderboy. We go to another one. Boom. Plus 170 underdog against Vicente Luque. Boom. Plus 126 underdog against Sean Brady. Boom. Another one. Plus 135 underdog going against Gilbert Burns. Boom. Going against the champ. Plus 225 underdog going against Leon Edwards. The last time this dude has fought was 81 days since he's beaten the champ Leon Edwards. Hasn't taken much damage. And right after he's beaten Leon Edwards, he's called out Shavkat Rakhmonov or Kamaru Usman. Not only that, he's taken the time to talk to a lot of people in the social media atmosphere. Let's go ahead and look at the moment, though, where he won the belt and he was able to go ahead and talk to his mom and see his mom. Came through in the Lamborghini, all green. Hugged his mom. His mom is crying, full of tears, able to take pictures, able to bring happiness to his family. Let his mom know All this hard work, all this time I've been away from the family, it's been for this reason. And mom, I'm here and I got it for the family, and I'm here to keep this for the family. Let's look at, we see this one moment right here. Let's look at another moment right here. He's calling out dudes like Conor McGregor, dude.
Oh, hey, what's up? Connor, how many times are we going to do this? You start calling my name out, I clap back, then you go missing again. Let's stop this game, bro. We know you're not coming back to fight it. We know you need help. You haven't won a fight since 2020. The last Muslim fighter you sent location, he sent you to the hospital. So stop doing this to yourself, bro.
He's in camp with Khabib. He's in camp with Islam. He's with these dudes. He's with the GOATs. A lot of people love those dudes. He's with them. He's training hard with them.
You don't want this to happen again. I'd rather help you than fight you, bro. But if you do want to fight, Dana.
He's secured in that wrestling department. He knows a couple of tricks that people just don't know, that only those Dagestanians know. Let's look at the moment where Conor McGregor talked trash back to
about Belal, Mohammed.
Belal.
Oh, he's woeful. I want to fight him. Let's schedule. Okay, Chandler's match. Belal McGregor, UFC welterweight world title fight on the line. I've knockouts, multiple knockouts in at 170. I'm a force to be reckoned with at 170. I do damage at 170, yeah? Check the stats. So I've done them at 100% accuracy. This man hasn't even got a knockdown in UFC history. Not one knockdown. It's embarrassing, to be honest, you know. Kind of slow a roll on a person, yeah, because you just don't give a bollocks. They're all bones in the thing. Just not, you don't be interested. Come to me, boy. What do you think?
Not only Conor McGregor's talking trash, we have Ilia Topuria and Belal Muhammad going at it.
Blah, 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 and he wanted to start trash talking about me, calling me a fake champion. I'm like, you got a tough test in front of you. Like, you're going against Max Holloway, you're looking past him, and he's going to slap you around. Like, if you want to talk to me in person and you want to get slapped around, we could get slapped around. So it's like, for myself, it's fun to talk trash to these guys. But for Ilia, it's fun because he thinks he's good at trash talking, but he's not. Even with his last post, he like literally copy and pasted a whole meme that Shavkat shared last time. And it was like, bro, at least be original with what you come up with. You have the fake Conor McGregor tattoos. You have the fake Kobe Covington trash talk. And now you're stealing other trash talk memes. This is like stupid. I guess he thought
saying that Ilia Topuria is unoriginal. So guys, the common denominator is that he has beef with a lot of dudes in that UFC department. And he needs to back up his words going against Shavkat, because if he goes ahead and loses his first title defense, that's very embarrassing for Belal Muhammad. And Belal Muhammad understands a little thing or two about embarrassment. And he doesn't want to have this moment be an embarrassing moment. So one thing we know for sure Belal Muhammad is doing, he is at that gym and he is training 24/7. And that's one thing we can guarantee that he's doing. We can probably say the same thing about Shavkat. But one thing 100% guaranteed we know for sure is that Belal Muhammad is getting prepared for that Shavkat fight. Let's look at the last time Shavkat has fought, because we didn't even see that. The last time Shavkat has fought was 305 days ago. Going into UFC 310, that should be at least 500 plus days. Last time Belal Muhammad has fought was 81 days. So going into UFC 310, that should be at least about 300 plus days. 300 being the bare minimum of days that he's fought in. 36-year-old going against 29-year-old, 77-inch reach going against 72-inch reach. So the jab for Shavkat should be money if he's going to have to go ahead and work something. I don't know how Belal Muhammad's going to work. To be honest, I'm saying he's going to win this fight by basic MMA math. But I'm not giving you guys a pure game plan. Oh yeah, he's going to use his takedown. He's going to use his boxing. He's going to use his kicking. I don't know how he's going to do it. That's what he's going to have to figure out. I'm just going off basic MMA math and what basic MMA math is telling me. He's able to go into in every fight. He's going into the deep rounds. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 5, 5, 2, 5, 5. So he's going into the deep rounds. Blue Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You go ahead, 5'11 versus 6'1. It's gonna be very interesting. Shavkat minus 240 versus plus 188. It's gonna be very interesting today. If I had to bet, gun in my head, and I might be putting the house on this dude, it's gonna be Belal. Remember the name, Mohammed. And guys, let's go ahead and talk about the next fight up on this list, and it is Alexandra Pantoja versus Kai Asakura. Never heard of this Kai Asakura dude before. It's to the point where the UFC doesn't even have anything for this dude. Not even a picture, not even a thing. But I heard this dude came from Ryzen, so I decided to go ahead and look at some highlights from this Kai Asakura dude. And you guys know what I've been saying about the Asian community. I've been saying a lot of these Asian fighters are not good. The only Asian fighter that I heard that was pretty good was freaking Chan Sung Jung. Literally, Bruce Lee wasn't all that good. You name the fighters, they're not all that good. Chan Sung Jung is the only decent Chinese fighter that I know of. But we have this Kai Asakura dude. This dude right here looks dangerous though. Let's look at this again. As much as I gave these Chinese and Asian fighters a lot of flack, this is dangerous. Hold on. Ice! Hold on. Damn! Look at that knee. To the nose. That's Manel Cap right here. Jumping on Manel Cap. Playing very dirty, very wild. Just throwing punches, literally. Not even televised punches. He's just swinging for the fences, literally. Think. That's dangerous going against Pantoja doing that. Ref, are you blind? Stop the fight. Damn. Beautiful right hand. He's dangerous. He's relentless. Every time you're trying to get up from the ground, he's going to go ahead and follow up shots. Now, he can't do that, obviously, in the UFC, but I mean, damn, it shows that he's going, if he drops Pantoja at any point, he's going to swarm on him. Wow. Damn. That dude died on the octagon. And let's go ahead and look at Pantoja. This is the last time Pantoja beat an Asian fighter. This is what he did to the last Asian fighter. Hold on, come right here. Hold on, let me get that back. Wrap up right quick. Stay right here. Stay silent. Come on, tap right here, boy. Telling you, Pantoja's nasty, guys. He's going to do the same thing that Kai Asakura was doing, and he's going to swarm at you, and he's going to give you some thumper of power in those hands. He's going to give you that fight that people are looking for. Look at this. That's what I'm saying. That same moment where I said doing that against Alexander Pantoja is going to be a problem because Pantoja will do it right back to you. Fight. Whoever has a stronger will win that. Will win that exchange. One thing about Pantoja that we all know, he's gritty. This is why he's the champ. He will be grittier than Brandon Royval. He'll be grittier than Brandon Moreno. He's the father of the Brandons. He'll be grittier than those dudes. Keep looking. Get off me. Let me climb the back. Let me choke you out. Tap out, call it a night. Brandon Moreno, drop him, crucifix, elbow, swarm, head kick. Oh my gosh, this dude right here, it's disgusting. Get the wrestling, dropping Royval. Yay! Stumbling Royval. Becoming the champ. And I don't think Pantoja is going to go ahead and lose his belt to Kai Asakura. I don't want to be that dude. I know a lot of you guys like the hype of Kai Asakura, but I don't think it's going to happen. You go ahead and look at the dudes Kai Asakura has fought. The common denominator here is that he's only fought in one dude from the U.S. Not the common denominator, but if you guys look at something that's different, he's fought in a dude from the U.S. and won. He's fought a dude from Japan 3 times, won twice, lost once, fought Manel Cap, and lost 1 and won 1. One thing he's never seen was a Brazilian fighter. He's never seen that. He might have that little simulation type style of fight and going into his probably sparring. But when it's all said and done, he hasn't seen anybody like Alexander Pantoja, and that's just what it is. Last time he fought was 290 days ago, and Ryzen was December 23rd. He's been a favorite going into a lot of these fights. He's been an underdog twice going into his fights. You go ahead and look at the resume of Pantoja, and it is a long resume. Lost only 3 times in his resume, going against lost to Davison Figueroa, Dustin Ortiz, and Ashkarov. But after that, he's been green money, beating Manel Cap, beating Brandon Royval, Alex Perez, Brandon Moreno, Brandon Royval again, Steve Erceg. If you guys look, he's been cashing in. Minus 179, minus 189, plus 166, minus 156, minus 150, minus 127. He's been cashing in for some decent value. Going into this fight, though, he's minus 235. Don't like this value. I wish the value was set to be at least minus 170 something, but he is set at minus 235. And if I'm gonna be here and be honest with you guys, I have Pantoja winning this fight. I will take him at the money line at the minus 235. Pantoja is taking this fight. If you go to the next fight up, we have Volkov versus Cyril Gane. If you go ahead, if you look at the last 5 fights of these dudes, you guys can see Cyril Gane has been a win one, lose one type of dude. As in Volkov, he's been just winning across the board, beating Trujillo, Rosenstrike, Alexander Rakhmonov, Tai Tuivasa, and for crying fuck's sakes, he's beating his homeboy, his friend, and Sergey Pavlovich. Dominated Sergey Pavlovich at that. So going into this fight, I believe he's going to go ahead and get this fight back in blood. He is an underdog going into this fight, going against Cyril Gane at plus 188. I will definitely take Alexander Volkov in this fight. As you guys can see, he's had the if you look at him right here, actually, he's right here. Plus 200 going into that Sergey Pavlovich fight. Plus 130 going into the Alexander Rakhmonov fight. So he's been cashing in at the underdog value. If you look at Cyril Gane, if you look at what at his value at if you look at the time that he lost against Francis Ngannou, he was a favorite going into this fight. When he beat Tai Tuivasa, he was a favorite. When he lost to John Jones, he was an underdog. When he lost to Sergey Spivak, he was a favorite. I will say that he is winning the fights that he needs to win. That Francis Ngannou fight, a lot of people will argue that he did get robbed in that fight. But, I mean, the history is there, man. Going into this fight, I'm going to just take Alexander Volkov, guys. I'm going to go with the hot fighter going into this fight. Basic MMA math is just telling me my boy Volkov should be able to take this fight, and that's just what it is, man. I'm not going to overcomplicate anything. We have Evloev versus Aljamain Sterling. Now, both these dudes are coming off a win. Aljamain Sterling lost his belt to Sean O'Malley, which is a little bit embarrassing because you look at how Merab beat Sean O'Malley. It's like, even though it was lucky, he shouldn't have been in that position. Aljamain Sterling should still be defending for that belt, possibly fighting his friend Merab for that belt. But he's moving up in weight going against Evloev. Last time we heard of Aljamain Sterling, he got injured in training camp. The dude he was sparring with went for a Kimura and hurt his shoulder. Going against this Dagestani Russian fighter. One thing about me, I'm always gonna bet on the Dagestani or I'm always gonna bet on the Russian no matter what. And when it's all said and done, I'm going to take the Russian. 2 wrestlers, and I think the Russian's going to be the better wrestler going into this fight. I'm taking the better wrestler into this fight, and that is Evloev. One thing I will say is Aljamain Sterling does have the advantage of having Merab on his side, of at least having that wrestling style of fight. We got Vicente Luque versus Nick Diaz. I mean, Vicente Luque should be able to wash Nick Diaz. Last time Nick Diaz fought was what? 1,117 days ago was the last time he fought, and he lost to Anderson Silva, and he lost to Robbie Lawler. And we have Vicente Luque that's fighting guys like freaking Joaquin Buckley, RDA, Jeff Neal, Belal Mohammed still. Obviously, you're going to have to go ahead and take Vicente Luque in this fight. That's an easy no-brainer. I'm just mad that they fed Nick Diaz Vicente freaking Luque. Like, what the heck? It is what it is. But all in all, guys, that's just a little brief review of what I got going on with UFC 310, with the main event and all of these fights that's going on right now. I just wanted to talk about it with you guys. All in all, guys, if you made it this far in the video, you already know what to do. Like the video, subscribe, mother F's. It's your boy Fatty Too Sweaty. And I'm out.